Shalom.
Shalom.
We'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yahweh in pushing his word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, we're back once again on this Thursday night. On the Shabbat night, we want to go ahead and Shabbat evening. We want to go ahead and go into, as always, prophecy. As we see things are happening throughout, through the spirit, we see, 2/3 are not going to be looking at the things that are flowing into what the up and coming destruction that's about to bound to happen. Because we live in the spirit of Yahushua. Revelations 19. The spirit of Yahushua is what? The spirit of prophecy. And that's what we're here to do. To prophesy and let you know what's coming forth. And what is coming forth is what? Final few prophecies. Going into Jacob's trouble, that's going to be ramped up. Going into the MOT to the B, all the way up to World War III. All these things are culminating into this one big ball of destruction that the Lord is getting set up for. One thing is what? For the fall of Esau's kingdom. All right, and we're setting up for what? The new kingdom. All right, the kingdom of heaven. And Brother Gideon, we can
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass.
Yep, the former things are coming to pass. So these things that we're seeing everything is coming to pass as far as what? As far as the ways of this world. The ways of this world is all full of wickedness. Because the earth was given unto who? Job 9:24, the earth was given to the hands of the wicked. So Esau was given a time to rule. The Lord have gave Esau, because two nations was gonna have the dew of the earth, basically reign over the whole earth. And Esau has been running his reign right now, and that is what he's reigning with. What? The sword.
Right.
All right. So these things are coming to pass because he, like it said in Job, he has a bound that he cannot pass, and these bounds are basically at his end.
It says Isaiah 42 and 8, Salakia verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare.
New things do we declare. All right. These things have to come to pass before the new things come about. All right. What is that? Revelations 21, that new heaven and new earth. These are the things that are coming that we're looking forward to. All right. Being the men of the Lord that spiritually had that mindset to understand what's to come. Like in 2 Ezra 7. All right. We got to deal with that water on one side around 5 and 6. And that fire on one side, but what's in front of us? The kingdom of heaven. So we might get burned a little bit, might get wet, but we have to stick onto that straight gate, that path, because we know all these things. Everything here is going to burn up, especially in Babylon the Great. All right. So all these things are going to be destroyed. So what manner of man will you be when these things hit? Because we saw what was that, Janet Yellen. She was just going into what is the chaos is going to happen if they don't basically raise the debt ceiling. If they don't raise it, then she said what? It's basically the money, we're going to run out of money. What's happened when you don't run out of money? It was some years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, when they had that WIC program. They had a few days where it went down. You had women in the store asking if they on food, especially these nigga women. So when these things happen, just imagine. It ain't going to be months when it happens. When you see this money system start to collide and collapse, you're going to see with just in days when people are going to act that they on food.
Number one, when the pandemic, it was mostly black women fighting over toilet paper.
Fighting over toilet paper. Fighting over toilet paper.
And it was plenty of toilet paper. Well, at the time when the pandemic, I was still living up in the Northeast. I was still up there. I was still up top in Connecticut at the time. I was with my ex-girl. And the supermarkets and shit, it was a lack of everything. But like, it was crazy. The area we lived in was like in Bridgeport, Connecticut, which you consider it the hood, whatever. But we lived on a decent block, but there were the little corner stores. Well, if you go to when you go to like the so-called supermarkets, that's when they had all that crazy shit. But in the area me and this chick lived in, Ephraimite chick I was with, we would, like, matter of fact, like a couple of corners, a little regular boat up top in New York and Connecticut, we call them bodegas.
Yeah.
Right? You go to a little bodega, there was plenty of toilet tissue, toilet paper, everything you needed. The little regular corner ghetto in the hood, regular little corner stores, they had all the supplies.
Yep.
But these fools, they go into the regular the supermarkets were fighting like ah! And these niggas live in the hood.
Right.
And it was like, the corner store right up the corner, the little bodega, they had an abundance of toilet tissue. So me and my woman, we were just grabbing up our shit, right? We had, during that so-called pandemic, we had no shortage of nothing we needed.
Right.
I was living with my so-called woman at the time. Brother, we didn't have a lack of nothing during the pandemic. We had a partner I was living with her at the time. We had everything we needed. We didn't have no lack of food or toilet tissue. We had everything we needed. So why do you how about Hashem how a shot? See, but that's that scripture. My servant shall eat, but you shall, But then we looking on the internet, we looking on the TV and the internet. Even my woman at the time, we look, you see the BJ's and Walmart going crazy fighting. And I'm freaking. I'm like, nah, this is made up. Because when we go out, every time we went out to get what we needed, we didn't have no problems. But these other fools was out there going nuts. Primarily who? The nigger woman. So, the nigger woman, big shit. And then who? And then I must say, who was it? Say the name.
Big Shirley.
Rasputia.
Rasputia and Big Shirley. I talked to one of my cousins today from back up east in New York, and he was telling me these little young GMO baby niggas, they're just murderous, killing. He told you that, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I got one of my so-called cousins up in New York, and he's like, yeah, man. And I said, and he's in the world. He know about the truth, but he's still in the world. He's like, this is everything that we've been saying. Mm-hmm. This is what's happening right now, bros. Even out here in Texas.
Mm-hmm. Same thing.
I go to the gym, and these niggas, they all got long blonde dreadlocks, weirdo. They're all feminine. They have these Big Shirleys and these Keishas are domestic terrorists.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones popping out these babies and bringing forth these little GMO baby, young little niggas, these murderous, psychotic little niggas, because they're psychotic. I don't care. I'm going to tell you, brothers, these fat black women that's having these babies and bringing forth these little niggas, they're bringing forth, it's like that movie Gremlins.
Yeah. Hatching and shit.
They're hatching these little monsters, and these little monsters are out here just killing and murdering.
Yep.
Not the white man, their own people.
They in the fucking way.
They're genetically modified terrorists. Esau's behind that, the elites.
That's right.
These little blonde, dreadlock, GMO baby, Takashi niggas, they're being produced by Big Shirley, and their anger is toward people that look just like them. They're not out here killing white people because all these little Takashi, whatever the fuck his name is, all these little Takashi looking little niggas, if they was out here shooting white people, you think Esau would tolerate that?
Oh, hell no.
They would shut that shit down right there. Niggas would be getting laid, massacred. Big Shirley would be getting massacred. But no, Esau created that. You dig?
That's right.
Esau, the Illuminati, they created Big Shirley for that purpose. So niggas could just cancel each other out. Period. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. Moles. And they're all moles. They're murderous little moles. Weirdo, crazy shit. Esau, he accomplished in destroying the black race. That's black culture.
Right.
That's the new black culture.
Like I said, Apostle, that's when like when you looked at Mike Brown and Ferguson, when they had like just riots in general, they'll block off those Edomite, those white sections, and they'll just let you burn up their own. They be asking, why do you burn up your own place? They shut those other places down. They can't go far out into the white neighborhoods because they're gonna make sure you burn up your own place. If you go out to these white neighborhoods, they're gonna stop you and arrest you, and they're gonna put some force on you.
They're gonna kill your ass.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna kill the little dreadlock, blonde dreadlock widow, Big Shirley. They're gonna get murdered. They go into Esau's turf.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the National Guard is gonna lock and load.
That's right.
But you know what? It's gonna. The beautiful part, bro, I can tell you how about Shimmy I was shot. It's gonna come anyway for these niggas. Their fantasy world that they live in, all that GMO, McDonald's, Popeyes, Taco Bueno, that top brains, all that. A bullet or a bomb is gonna take care of all that real quick, brothers. See?
That's right.
Because you notice, when the cops open up on these little niggas, that's when it stops. All that little weirdo, these little weirdo skinny jean, around the ankles, niggas, blonde dreadlocks, But then when the white man go, that's when it stops.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, that Popeyes, them niggas, their brains were produced on that. All that
Chemicals.
all them chemicals and chemical brain niggas, that's when it stops. The minute that their spirit is oozing out of their body. See, when Esau go, you know what, nigga? Pop, 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 pop.
Tyler, look at them niggas. They eyesores. I hate them niggas.
They all eyesores.
Sick of these niggas.
Brother, I'm sick.
I hate even going to fucking work.
I gotta go out here and drive, and I gotta see Big Shirley, and I gotta see Pookie and Ray Ray. I'm a racist.
That's right. As you
I'm a
should.
goddamn fucking racist.
Con.
I don't like black people.
Yep.
I avoid black folks. I don't talk to them unless I have to.
Yep.
Just land back on it.
You're right.
It's Jeremiah 20:4. For thus saith the Lord, behold, I will make thee a terror to thyself and to all thy friends, and they shall fall by the sword of their enemies, and thy eyes shall behold it. And I will give all Judah into the hand of the king of Babylon, and he shall carry them captive into Babylon, and shall slay them with the sword. Yeah, just going back, laying back off what the apostle was going into, man. This is prophecy, which of course this happened in times past, but hey, there's nothing new under the sun. So the Lord says, I will make you a terror unto yourself. So you want to understand why it's our people that's being a terror unto themselves and not our actual enemies. It's because the Lord has done this, man. This is a punishment, man. It's going back to the curses, Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54, how our eyes shall be evil towards our brother and towards the wife of our bosom, and ultimately towards our people in general, man.
Right. What's that? Jeremiah 5 among my people are found wicked men. You know, rough paraphrase, and they so like birds in a cage. They basically set up these snares for their for Jake. You know, these are our people that they look for what? Looking to put their own people to death, or basically go around and try to steal from them, kill them. But they don't. But I always say when you see Esau walking in the hood, you have damn Jake straighten up, pull up his pants, and act all like a stand up gentleman. But when you see Jake walk the street, they don't even know who he is. They'll come up and basically, who are you? You know what I'm saying? That Jake might end up dead that night because he walking in an unknown neighborhood. They didn't know who he was.
Yeah. And remember that song? That bitch little kid, that low life piece of dog shit. Hear that song. And I used to live in that neighborhood, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. I used to live in Brooklyn. When I first came up from Florida, I lived in Brooklyn for years. She had that one song, Bed-Stuy, put your lighters up. Remember that song? She had the line in that song. Y'all know the song I'm talking about, right? It was a bad song, though. Because I know, I lived in that neighborhood. I lived that life for a while. if guys approach you, better say quick who you close to.
Oh yeah.
But I'm like, damn, like, okay, they black, you black. Black people gotta, like, amongst that, these ain't white people. But then these niggas, every time the cops or some white people do something to black, then all of a sudden these niggas become advocates of the NAACP.
Yeah.
The white man doing that to black people. They're doing that to black people. But black people are not even safe in certain neighborhoods in
They're all there.
Brooklyn or Chicago. Fuck Brooklyn. Fuck New York. New York, Chicago, LA. Black people are not safe in certain neighborhoods. You could be a brown-skinned man in LA or New York or Chicago or Boston or Baltimore or Florida. But if you ain't from that area, okay, I'll speak on New York because I lived there. I know about New York. Case in point, like the bitch in the song Little Kim said, Brooklyn. I come from Brooklyn, right?
Right.
If you from the Bronx, you can't walk around in Brooklyn like that unless you know somebody. If you from Queens or if you from Brooklyn, you can't even move around. And well, that's a whole different story. I ain't gonna get into all that shit right now. Brooklyn, Queens was like, you know, we didn't respect Queens. I was a Brooklyn dude, so Queens, man, we was all up in Queens taking, Queens had to find these bitches. But anyway, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You had to, this is New York, I'm just talking about New York City right now. We lived in Brooklyn, so we consider Brooklyn dudes. We went to the Bronx, but I mean, we moved around, we were fearless, but you had to be you had to move on eggshells. And like, if you're a dude from Brooklyn and you go up to the Bronx and you fucking with a Bronx chick, you might be okay with the chick because you fucking with, she know dudes are basically what had to happen. The chick, that's my dude, leave him alone. So she had to let the dudes, and then look, that's my dude, leave him alone. So dudes will leave you alone. But you had to go through all that red tape.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is this? Or whatever, like in different neighborhoods, you have to be careful. You know? But this is all Jake. But then when the white man would do something to a black person or the cops do something to a black, look at the violence against black people. Black lives matter. But you niggas are terrorizing your own people. If I'm from Brooklyn, I can't even move around in Queens, or I can't move around in the Bronx. I can't move around in Harlem. Because I'm not from the you nigga, where you from? Right. Or a group of niggas, you in a neighborhood that you ain't from, but you just out there. Yo, where you from? What set you repping? And these are black people on black people, or Hispanic, not just the blacks, Hispanic on Hispanic, right? And I'm sure they got the same shit out here in Texas, right?
I'll take trouble.
And you from a certain, whatever set you got in Grand Prairie, you come out here and like, yo, where you from? Where you from, my brother? What set? Or Los Angeles? Oh, forget about it. LA?
Oh, no.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What set? Where you from? Crenshaw. I'm from Compton. I'm South Central. Oh, nigga, fuck that, nigga. It's Compton, nigga. You know, fuck with you, South Central, nigga. Right, but then when the white man do something to him, it's a big deal.
Exactly.
I'm from Crenshaw. I'm from Compton, nigga. Fuck you. I'm from South Central. I'm like, see? See what I mean? But I all go back to that black bitch.
That's right.
Fuck that. She don't want to take no accountability.
No.
Yeah, I got one. Just and the Lord has a problem with it. He has a controversy with the land, with His people. So I'll bring this out in Hosea. This Hosea chapter 4 and verse 1, and it reads, "Hear the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you children of Israel." So He's talking to you Negroes, you niggas and spitters, man. You know, it says, "For Yahweh Bashem Yahushai hath a controversy," which is a problem, man. He got a problem with you. The Lord is going to rise up against you niggas, man. it says, he had the controversy with the inhabitants of the land because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. And for a period of time, there wasn't. Now you got this truth in the earth, about, going back to, our Bennons, down to the apostles and elders, on down to our elders, on down to us, and so on and so forth, man. This thing is going through the four corners of the earth now. Right. But before that, Jake was just out here on Christianity and Catholicism and Islam, being 5%ers, Egyptology, none of that teaches, the law, statutes, and commandments of how to govern, man. You know what I'm saying? None of those teaches. So Jake was out here just wilding out, man. They've been out here killing each other. We're just gonna go into it. So there hasn't been any truth, nor knowledge, nor mercy of the Most High in the land, man. And Jake don't have mercy, man. Jake see you can walking across the street, man. And a nigga, a mean mug you, and glare at you from across the street, man, just because he don't like, because these niggas just walk around like that. But this verse 2, it says, by swearing and lying, of course, swearing, they make them oaths, on God, my nigga, on God, knowing he lying. He ain't gonna be there for you, man. You know what I'm saying? He lying, man. What you says this, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing, which the brother went into that, how Jake, steal from each other, how they killing each other, taking the next thing, Rim, what's that movie? Minister Society. Yeah. Put the water, brother. Minister Society, when the nigga rolled up and got to do for his rim, I had to get him. Had to get him. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, they stealing, killing, it says, and committing adultery, which a nigga can't wait to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They don't want a guy who would, women outnumber men at least 7-1.
But that's homo shit.
That's exactly.
Because all the women that's out here, a nigga don't got to deal with your woman, man. There's so many women out here. So much women out here, bro, but no, he wants your woman. Right. Because it's really Mo. Right. Niggas got Mo skirts on.
Right. That's right, Apostle. So that Mo spirit.
And that's why that develops a spirit on God. We're in the truth. The Lord is with us. See, y'all, we in a bubble. We just we avoid. We don't deal with Jake, and they know it. Mm-hmm. But see, I've become bitter over the years. I'm bitter. Yeah, I'll say it. I'll admit it. I'm bitter. I do not like Jake. Right. So it's like my attitude is like, okay, nigga, you want to fuck with me? Good luck.
Right.
That's my attitude, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck to you. Because either you're going to kill me or I'm going to kill you.
Right.
And after I kill you, I might go looking for the rest of your family life. For real. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh shall forgive me if I'm coming off carnal. But that's just how I feel, bro. Because I don't bother nobody. You brothers are the same way. We don't bother nobody. We don't fuck with you. Right. Like, we're cordial, we're respectful. But if you come in my zone, then I'm...
Which is true.
Something will have to happen.
Right. Yeah, 230.
And I will not hesitate.
Wipe your face off, bro.
You dig? I'll eat you. I'll become a cannibal. Yeah, man.
So yes, so committing adultery, like the apostle said, man, that's which is some Mo, that's the Mo spirit. But that's what Jake wants, man. He don't want to go out here and get a single woman. Right. He want to go after the woman because this dude got, because you got it, exactly.
Right. You a motherfucking Mo, nigga.
Right.
I have my rod in there. You want to put your rod in there?
Right.
You a Mo, nigga.
Right. That's it.
Yep. Yeah. You a Mo. Yep. Yeah, man.
It says they break out and blood touches blood, man. So, hey, they ain't satisfied till they see a nigga, blood gushing out, man. Blood bleeding on the streets, knowing the life leaving him, man. You know what I'm saying? That's when Jake feel like he's satisfied then. Feel like he accomplished something, man. You know what I'm saying? Taking another man's life, man. Right. What's that song? It's a song that I can't even remember. It just left me, man. So it's a lot. but you got it.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 1 and start at verse 19. It says, if ye be willing to and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. And this is going into Judah, going into the nation of Judah, the southern kingdom. Verse 20 it says, but if ye refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of the land of Slack, the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. And like I said, as the brother mentioned earlier, you can liken these things to today because there's nothing new under the sun. Like I said, if the Lord said we do right, we're gonna flourish. But if we don't, we refuse, reject knowledge, as it says in Hosea 4 and 6. If we reject knowledge, he's gonna reject us. And when the Lord rejects us, what did he do? One thing he do, he put other nations over us. And then what do? They beat us. They just basically become oppressed, just beaten down to the ground. And then what we have someone at a lower state. That's when they cause chaos amongst one another. That's why you got Jakes in the hoods and all these places, and they're constantly fighting and killing each other. This is verse 21. It says, "How is the faithful city becoming harlot?" Now we don't have a city of our own because now it's what a nation of Israel is a people before it's a place. This is the Jerusalem now. We're the people. All right. This is basically a temple built with our hands, with the elect. But just overall, we don't have a city like that movie. What is that? With Thor. That movie Thor. What did they say at the end when they planet was destroyed? He said it's the people. That's who we are. We're the people before it's a place now.
Can I just get one real quick just to prove that? This is just to prove that it's about the people. It's a people before it's a place. Second Maccabees chapter 5 and verse 19, and it reads, "Nevertheless, the Most High did not choose the people for the place's sake, but the place for the people's sake."
That's right.
So that's one of those scriptures that you can go to prove that it's a people first, man. He didn't choose the place. This land is mine. Now let me find some people for it.
Right.
That's not how it went down, man. He chose Isaiah 44:1. He chose the nation of Israel. This is my people. What's that? Deuteronomy 7 and 6. And then he told them to go. Now y'all go and take that from them Hamites, from which was the land of Canaan, which is now Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's a people first, man.
Right. Back in Isaiah 1 and 21, it said, "How is the faithful city becoming harlot? It was full of judgment. Righteousness lied in it, but now murderers." And when you go into that murder, when you see people like, "Oh yeah, it's different between a killing and a murder." All right, you can have a righteous kill. When you sacrifice someone, what are you doing? You basically sending that blood for what? To receive what? A blessing or receive like atonement. That's what atonement. You're here to receive atonement. Even with you have to defend yourself. You can end up being a kill. You can kill. With like you say, you're supposed to kill to eat in some aspect of things, especially like when you're out in the wilderness. But a murderer is someone doing that out of spite, or things like that. It's something that it's different between having the righteous, because it's still a balance. You got the righteous. And then you have which is something about killing, and then you have a murderer, which is going on, like you say, the fulfillment on the left hand side. So Jake has basically became full of murderers. That's why you see, like you say, I had to get them. You have walking in a certain neighborhood, they're gonna try to basically take your shit, or they end up probably trying to shoot you. Nobody is rarely you see people that probably get robbed now. And they live to talk about it. Because what the first thing to do, they got the spirit on them of what? Of a murderer. All right. They following their father Cain. All right. They, Esau Edom, so-called white man. All right. That's what Jake is doing. He's been suppressed so long that he wanted to do what? Follow the ways of his oppressor. Ye your father the devil. All right. That's what you want to do. And now we're basically calling it out because we know we're in the last days of the last days. So we basically want to tell our people to turn back because the Lord is going to redeem us, as it goes into Galatians 4, around the 4th verse. But if you keep following the ways of the world into this madness, you damn niggas, you're going to receive what? Destruction.
This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 14. It says, "We know that we have passed from death unto life because we love the brethren. He that loveth not his brother abideth in death." And that's talking about brothers in the truth. Okay. But you can also, synonymously equate that with these niggas outside of the truth. They don't have any love for their own kind, which is Israelites. Like Paul said, Israelite by the flesh. You see, these are Israelites, but they're 2/3 because what? They don't abide in these scriptures. They don't know the name of the Heavenly Father. Okay, they don't subscribe to being an Israelite, and they hate one another. You see, so they're living in death. Okay, they in the congregation of the dead.
Right.
But the next verse, verse 15, it says, "Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer, and ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abided in him." So these 2/3 niggas, man, okay, they hate their brothers, they hate their people as Israelites, so they abiding in death, which they're not going to get eternal life because they're going to take part in that second death, which is going to be them nukes, man.
Right.
1 Corinthians 6, what is it? 1 Corinthians, I believe it's 9 and 6. It tells you all the characteristic traits of people who are not going to inherit the kingdom, man. Okay, effeminate niggas. Okay, people who commit adultery, murderers, thieves, robbers. You see people commit idolatry, spiritual idolatry. You see all these people, man, they're going to suffer that second death. You know.
That's 2 Ezra 15, around the 15th verse. The sword draweth not. I can get that.
I get what you said. 2 Ezra 15.
Yeah, around the 15th verse. Because as we saying, for our people, they were going through that, but you're finna see the whole world is your son. The whole world is a ghetto. Everything in America is going to become like the hood. It's going to, because when you have, like I say, with famine, pestilence, all these things that's coming into play, no jobs, you're gonna see a lot of people resorting to what? Violence. All right, take, you know what I'm saying, a dog eat dog world. That's going to become actual aspect throughout the four corners of Babylon Great, aka America. All right.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh."
Sword and the destruction draweth nigh. Because what do a sword do? It comes to it divides and it also kills. All right. So that destruction is called draweth nigh. And one thing, this is the final hurrah of Esau's kingdom. And what is he blessed with? The sword. So this is going to be played throughout the streets of America.
Hey, I'm gonna read verse 14. So like 2 Ezra 15 and 14, it says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." And I wanted to read that one, you know, because it gives you the whole topic right there.
Yeah.
It says, "Woe to the world." Now the brother said America, but this is telling you that, hey, this whole planet Earth about to be in hell and chaos, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, including primarily America, like the brother said, you know, the Khan said. But this whole world about to be tore up so far. A nigga woman talking about she about to go to Africa, or she finna go to Zimbabwe or something like that, so she can live good, like the girl on social media made that video. Or niggas, like, I got a friend saying that he want to go overseas so he can live outside this twisted up economy over here in America. Well, you ain't going to escape the destruction of the Lord, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's going to be hell everywhere. That's why it says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein."
Yep. Hey, because one thing, because a lot of these countries, they're trying to do it with the dollar, but it's so many things are pegged onto the dollar because it's what? The petrodollar. You know, everything. And one thing about that petro, you got to use oil for everything. So that petrodollar goes a long way in this world. Now they're trying to do away with it. Now, if you're trying to do away with it, you got to it's got to have a complete change. You think America just going to let these things go?
Right.
No. It's going to, and like I say, if it's petrodollar, when you try to do away from it, you're going to see a downfall in your economy. So it's going to be woe to the world. One thing about money, what do they say? Money is a defense. And if you got a lot of money, your money depreciate, that means you got less defense. So it's going to be more of a offensive standpoint. And when somebody in a fence to receive something, they become more desperate to take from someone else. They become more desperate to, by all means necessary. You got a can of beans. I want them can of beans. My family ain't ate in 3 or 4 days. I'm gonna take it. So yes, that's the division among men. That destruction, that sword is gonna come about in America and also in these other countries. You're gonna see, hey, these other countries ain't just gonna be living lavish. No. And we already see some countries that's downfall. Look at Venezuela. Venezuela's still doing bad. It ain't like they just ain't been in the news like that, but they ain't doing good.
Back in 2 Ezra chapter 15, I read verse 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands."
Mm-hmm. And swords in their hands. All right. And what is the modern day sword? Gun. The one thing about here in America, a lot of these states, what do? They have gave guns to let everybody use guns and say you don't need no license. It's scary. This became the wild, wild west. Esau is setting up a plan to receive all this death and chaos that's about to happen. That's why all these different laws are coming into place. Like you can carry your gun, no problem. Which is cool because some states, the ones that like Texas, it's not as bad as far as crime or murder due to people carrying their guns. But when you in desperation, shit changes. Shit really changes when you're in desperation. I gotta eat. I'm gonna use this gun by any means necessary. So that is what Esau is doing. He's setting up to have lack of food because we see all these places getting burnt down as far as these food processing plants. All right, these chicken plants, all these places are getting burnt down. These stores and all these retail apocalypse. What is this causing? Lack of food, you know what I'm saying? Well, lack of bread, a lack of money. What is that going to cause? Inflation. When people don't have money to go and get their food and things like that, you go get some food and it's a huge inflation and nobody has money or jobs. You walk to your house or drive to the store and come back. See, your family may not see you for 2 or 3 days. They might not see you for a week. They're like, damn, they ain't coming back.
Yeah. And road trips, boy.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna be have to scourge and go in the woods to try to come out and just get away just to get to the store and back. It may take you a week to get to the store and back. That is what the world is coming to.
It all dictated from everything that's happening on the earth today. It's all dictated in the heavens first.
That's right.
The Lord orchestrating all this because He has a controversy with everybody on the planet but the elect. So the Lord's going to show. He's going to put. It's in the book of Jeremiah 30:24. He's going to perform His anger. So what you're seeing happening right now is dictated in the heavens. That's why shit is happening on the planet. It all starts in the heavens, man.
That's right.
You don't give a. And I see why the apostles fuck these niggas, man, because they ain't give a fuck about the prophets back then. You want the book of Nehemiah? I had to say that through Jeremiah and fucking pit of mud. So fuck you niggas, man. When I say nigga, I'm talking about all the tribes.
That's right.
All you motherfuckers, man. Fuck y'all, man. Lord will deal with you fools, man.
Can I get that scripture, Elder Bond? Just
You got it, huh?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and I'm starting verse 23. Behold, the whirlwind of the Lord goeth forth with fury, a continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. The fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until He have done it, and until He have performed the intents of His heart. In the latter days you shall consider it.
And that word consider going to teach.
Yep.
So the Most High and the Son, Yahweh Havashai, is going to have a doctrine in the latter end speaking of these things. Because you can look it up, go to the word teach. And then intense is like perform is like to carry out. So He's showing us His intent of His mind. You see what I'm saying? Well, that's the Jeff. It said intense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Intent of His heart.
Okay.
So Lord is showing us His true nature.
Okay.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's why shit happening on the planet. He's showing us this.
Yep.
That's why we're able to go out here and teach it to y'all because the Lord's He's supping with us. It ain't on nothing we doing. This way He allow us to understand and see.
Right.
You got it up.
1 Corinthians 2:16.
Yep.
For who have known the mind of the Lord, that
Yep.
He may instruct him. But we have the mind of Hamashiach Yahweh.
That's it. I was trying to find that boy. See, you said 2 Corinthians 2:16. Yeah, that's it. You got it.
So just laying back on what the elder just going into, man, like, although we just read the prophecy in Jeremiah 30:26, and the Lord says, in the latter days you shall consider, you shall teach, what my intents are. But at the end of the day, the only ones that's gonna be understanding of the will of the Lord is the elect, those who He has opened up His mind to, man. Psalm chapter 25, verse 14, the secret of the Lord is with them that fear Him, and He will show them His covenant, man. Just like He did all the righteous sons of God, starting with Noah, right? In the time of that generation of His wrath that the Lord's about to completely obliterate, right? The Lord showed, that man that feared Him, right? His secrets, His intents to destroy the earth, right? Here we are in the time of the second death,
Yep.
during the time of the fire. See, the first death was during the time of the flood, right? We have testaments and artifacts of that. Look at the Grand Canyon, right? That's proof. The fact that the Pangea is broken up. You could tell that the whole earth, the landmass was all connected at one point. It was like a puzzle. Why is it all disconnected now? That was that first death. So we're in the time of that second death, and the Lord he's risen up a small standard, man. The elect, the remnant, those are going to be those that's left over from this destruction. He's showing them, right, his intents, man, to save our souls. The Lord willing be a part of that number.
And that show you how devastating that first death was. You see, like you said, bro, it tell you in Genesis how the Lord basically told the water to go to one place and all the land to go to one place. Like you said, it was Pangea, but the force, and that's how you can tell it was destructive. How destructive it was. It split the land up, bro. And that's why it likened this second death. That's why it mentions this the second death, because of how destructive it's gonna be, man. You see, it's gonna be an act like that's never happened before, just like the flood. You see, those people didn't believe back then because it didn't rain.
Right.
See, just like now, you know what I'm saying? They don't believe now, but even though the Lord is right in their face, they see these nuclear weapons. You see, there wasn't a point of time in the planet Earth, you know what I'm saying, like the time we in now. Now there's actually weapons that can destroy continents, man. Mm-hmm. You see, but you people gonna realize you're gonna come to find out, man. Like the scriptures say, then shall they know that the prophet was among them.
That's right.
You see,
that's right.
And the brother mentioned also, if I can add, the brother mentioned how the Lord basically showed those secrets to who was it? Was it Noah? Which is
Noah.
During the time, which of course during that time Noah was the elect of that time, and that's why the scriptures say, as in the days of Noah shall it also be in the days of the Son of Man. He's doing the same thing in these times, man. You know, Amos the 3rd chapter goes into that. You know how he reveals his secrets to his servants, the prophets, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? And one of those things as part of the secrets is his true nature, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why Jake is out here running around, you know, in all manner of madness, because they don't know the true nature of the Lord because of Christianity and all the madness of the religious sect of these devils, man. You know, they don't understand judgment. You know what I'm saying? Which is all these things that's about to come down, that's been happening, but it's been everything is about to escalate to heights unseen and unknown, man. You know what I'm saying? That they've never seen, and they don't understand it. It's the judgment of the Lord, but they're going to know in that time that it has to be. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a doubt in anyone's mind that there is a God. He exists, man. You know what I'm saying? With what he's about to do, what he's about to bring, man.
That's why that teaching what the considering goes to teach within the doctrine. So the doctrines go teach that he's going to destroy the kingdom and usher in the kingdom at the same time.
Yep, right.
It's all the intended purpose of the Lord, bro.
Yep, that's right.
I can jump on this real quick, bro. You had said that about the secret. This Wisdom of Solomon 14 in 2021 in the GNT, it says, anyone who studies the ways of wisdom will also learn her secrets. See, you see? So hey, these people don't read and study, and ultimately the Spirit of the Lord got to be on you to do so. You know what I'm saying? To give you, to make you, you know what I'm saying, give you the understanding of these scriptures, man. You see, they don't understand the scriptures, man. You see, brother, the Lord is dealing with brothers, you know what I'm saying? Therefore, they can, you know what I'm saying, they can watch lessons, they can read it, and you know what I'm saying, the Most High, assault with them, so where they can understand the Lord. These secrets, that's a secret to know that the Lord gonna destroy this place via a thermonuclear fire, bro. These people don't believe that, you know.
That's right.
This 2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 1, it says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens mean signs. You see?
Oh.
Behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. This the time we coming in. This the time we coming in, because people is dying like in increasing numbers. Like it's like it's kind of unfathomable, because like 10 years ago, yeah, people was getting killed. You know, it was storms and everything, but now it's just storms coming out of nowhere, ravaging whole communities and neighborhoods, just taking out houses. People dying by the hundreds from these mass shootings. It was like 218 mass shootings since the first of this year. Like they say, that's what they're saying in the news and these stats. So the Lord is showing you that people gonna start just getting taken out of there in a great number. And the signs that Yahushua gave in Matthew 24, those are hitting the place, like nation rising up against nation, rumors of wars, you see, famine and great plagues. Those are the signs that he said to look out for.
So like if I could just also add just real quick, at the beginning of this year, the so-called new year, the Lord started off with a bang. Like he killed 54,000 people in one setting, man.
Yep.
Over there in Turkey.
Yep.
With that earthquake, man. That was Lord just warming up, man.
Two more. Two more. It says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. So the iniquity, like the rate of just transgression on the planet Earth, it has increased way higher than what Ezra was seeing back in this time in the ancient world. Stuff is going on now to where it's like massive the A word with these kids, taking kids off the planet before they even get born. That's at a really high rate, you know. Just murders, just spiritual adultery, witchcraft at a really high level. Like transgression is just increased. So this is why these things is happening. But what does it say in Matthew 24? Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many is going to start waxing cold. And we seeing that, like, people just driving crazy. And that jet, you know, the jump shot, we believe that jump shot doesn't turn these people mental awareness just on a very low state. That's why these people acting different as hell now, you know. You got it.
This is Proverbs 1, starting verse 6. It say, for Yahweh giveth wisdom, out of his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler unto them that walk uprightly. He keepeth the path of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints. All right. And I'm going to finish verse 9 and say, then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good path.
God. Yeah. And that's what the Lord, and how do you, can you read, I believe it was verse 6? Because it all comes from one place that you learn of this.
That's right. That's for Yahweh give his wisdom out of his mouth.
Out of his mouth. That's the key point. And who's the Lord's mouthpiece? His prophets, man. And see, our people think they're gonna climb up some other type of way to understand the Lord. I don't need no man to teach me, you know.
Right.
I got this. I could read the Bible myself. I read how many times we heard at camp? Man, I read the Bible.
Right. Right.
But see, you got to hear it out of a particular mouthpiece, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see, because the Lord is dealing with a small sect of people, man. Imagine somebody refused to listen to the counsel of Noah, but they're like, oh, I know how to escape the second death. Because you know niggas had to think this shit, man. I know how to escape the first death. But all the while trying to ignore Noah, man. The Lord is speaking through one mouth, man.
Yeah.
Through his prophets. And the prophets, they got the message from who? Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai got the message from his father, as John the 5th chapter says. He says, I do not come to speak my own words, but I come to speak the words that I've heard from my father.
Right.
John the 20th chapter, Yahweh Shai breathed on his disciples, and he says, peace be unto you, right? And pretty much he said, hey, words I speak, I'm giving unto you. That's when the disciples became apostles, man, to be sent.
Mm-hmm. That's right. We read the 9 say, then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity.
Then you shall understand righteousness and judgment and equity, man. And see, these are those three things right there. That's far removed from a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American. They have no idea of what righteousness is. They have no idea what judgment is. You see, that's why when you say through the Bible an adultery they deserve to be put to death, they look at you like you got 5 heads, man. But there's only one path of life, man. That's through the scriptures. Baruch chapter 4:1. Take hold of it, right, and be illuminated. For this is the book of the law of life, man. Mm-hmm. And that's what the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah is about to show planet Earth, man. Hey, it's either my way or the highway.
That's right.
No negotiations.
I got something like that. This is Isaiah chapter 8, right? In verse 18. It says, behold, I am the children whom the Lord hath given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel from the Lord of hosts, which dwelleth in Mount Zion, right? And it's the Spirit of the Lord saying that, you know, the Lord really, you know, it's talking about Yahweh Shai, and the children whom the Lord hath given him, which is the elect, right, are for signs and wonders, which that's going to be your teachers teaching you this truth right now. But it says in verse 19, it says, and when they shall say unto you, which to the prophets or to the elect, seek unto them that have familiar spirits and unto wizards that peep and that mutter, should not a people seek unto their power for the living to the dead? And that's what the brother just said. You know, these people out here, they want to seek unto other things Just like during the days of Noah, they were saying, what? We got the ways we can escape the flood. Okay, what they try to go to their soothsayers or their wizards and their witches, to escape death. You ain't gonna be able to do that. A lot of people saying that right now, saying don't listen to the prophets. You can go over here and let this lady read some tarot cards, some bullshit. You see, or you can go to Jehovah's Witnesses and they can pray over you, or whatever, man. These false doctrines. You see, they saying the same thing today. But this is the point right here, verse 20, and we read this all the time. Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. And it ain't no light in niggas and these damn tricks out here telling you to seek other than these scriptures, man. You see, ain't no light in these people. They just want you to go to, whatever else that's gonna soothe your flesh. You see, chase after things that are temporary, like this world.
They ain't spiritual. Like I said, they go to these soothsayers and all these people that they look for that carnal, that fleshly desire, that fulfillment of the flesh. That means that they don't have to fear the Lord. Right. What the Proverbs 1 says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. All right, but fools despise wisdom and instructions. So we giving them instruction because we're the mouthpiece of the Lord, because we're His prophets. All right, but they don't want to receive those instructions. They want to basically go on their own vain opinion. All right, they lean on their own understanding, as it says going in Proverbs 3 around the 5th or 6th verse. They don't want to go and do the will of the Lord, but everything that they're doing is the will of the Lord, because it ain't nothing that's being done that the Lord is not allowed, because it's already written. So if you're written to go off and constantly go off, it's already written. You're written to be a prophet, it's already going to be done, because this is the will of the Lord. But like, what I'm saying, but fools despise this wisdom and instructions. But we're going to walk in the ways of the Lord, because we receive the instructions, and we're going to walk into the best of our ability.
Wisdom of Solomon 15:7 in the GNT. But people who are foolish or sinful will never even catch sight of wisdom. It says she will have nothing to do with conceited people.
They're blind.
Right.
It says she never enters the mind of liars. That's the point. Like I said, man, I'll read it again, verse 7. But people who are foolish or sinful will never even catch sight of wisdom.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
What's that? It said conceited.
Oh yeah. It says verse 8. It says she will have nothing to do with conceited people.
I got that definition, conceited out. Just Google it. Conceited, excessively proud of oneself, vain. It says narcissistic.
Yep.
And that's the culture we live in, man.
Yep.
Especially who? Especially who? The black woman, man. But
Hell yeah.
God, everybody, man, everybody, because the Lord, Isaiah the 2nd chapter, the day of the Lord is going to, Isaiah chapter 13, the day of the Lord is going to come up on all those that do proud and all those that are that do arrogantly, man.
Yep.
See, that's why wisdom ain't something with these people, man, because they're conceited, they're vain, they're narcissistic. You see,
Yep. Dark on the inside. Light ain't gonna enter into that. They're too full of darkness, man.
taking selfies, crossing the street, man. That's very narcissistic and conceited, man. But that's the world we live in. These people, they think too highly of themselves.
You didn't want about getting hit by a car.
You walk taking the pictures, shit, cars zooming by your ass.
You be in the car, we all in here, you drive, and you see, and it's mostly women. Dudes too.
Yep.
These little weirdo GMO people, go on there, you trying to cross, you drive. Motherfuckers, they don't even be looking, they like in a trance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's narcissism.
Yeah.
But how you gonna be, I'm sorry, I'm gonna fuck it. Like, yo, bro, how you gonna be narcissistic and 400 pounds?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But in this world, the demons are powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the demons are more powerful now, as opposed to 30 years ago. 30 years ago, people had demons, but now, like, the things that was unacceptable 30 years ago is acceptable now. Now, that's why you got Big Shirley. Big Shirley is narcissistic.
For real. Damn, drunk.
Yo, man, these old Tonka truck shaped bitches. You could be a woman shaped like a Tonka truck, but you're narcissistic. That's why the little offspring of them is, they mimic their mothers.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. That's those social media things like that help amplify those things. Because it's gonna
Social media.
Somebody gonna be on now. I don't care you 400 or 500 pounds. They gonna, oh, you look good, mama. Yeah, mom. They gonna put something on there and they gonna boost their head up, making them what more proud. Then they gonna walk around with the damn something skimpy on and all the flubber gonna be sitting there. They thinking they look good.
I got like a fucking garbage pail kid.
Don't bust a can of biscuits.
But these little weirdo niggas that look good.
Right.
Because that's their mamas.
That's right. Right.
So I keep bringing that shit up, man, but there's a reason behind that, bro. These little domestic terrorists. Big Shirley is a domestic terrorist.
I 100% agree with
Mm-hmm.
They out here like they were created by Esau. The Most High really, that's the judgment of the wicked. The Lord did that to them. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai themselves. They did that. That's a curse. Big Shirley, if you're a Big Shirley, that's a curse of the Lord.
Right.
That meant you was probably a wicked ass woman in the past life. So in this lifetime, you come back and you're the garbage pile kid. Like Elder Bun Supply said. Sitting there looking like Rasputia.
Mm-hmm.
If you Rasputia, that's a curse.
Right.
If you a child of Rasputia, Big Shirley, that's a curse. So the Lord is judging Jacob.
I actually got that term domestic terrorist for you. Just Googled it. It says a person who commits terroristic acts in their own country against their fellow citizens. So that's literally like Apostle is going into, man. That's literally what the self-proclaimed black woman is, man.
Mm-hmm.
And man and child.
That's terrible.
Okay? It says a person who commits terroristic acts in their own country against their fellow citizens. That's why our people, they don't Apostle used the real life example, right? How our people they're quick to commit adultery against or murder against our own people quicker than a self-proclaimed white man. You see, our chief enemy, our main enemy, man. But at the end of the day, it all goes back to prophecy. Deuteronomy chapter 28 again.
That's something going on, like you say, these Shirley, these nigger women, and like I say, these women in Israel with that pride is going to see the same thing as Esau, they father. This is Proverbs 16 and 18. It says, pride goeth before destruction, and the haughty spirit before a fall. So when Esau, like you say, when you say the ones, like you said, when Babylon fall, they're going to be welling after it. Hey, you got Eve, but this is Eve kingdom too, because she took a hold of Esau. They put the man out the house. Not even just like I said, eat chicken, gain weight, and basically turn their sons into degenerates.
Cons.
Mm-hmm. They have them all soft, emotional.
But they're masculine.
Yeah, they're masculine. Mm-hmm.
Oxymoron. That's crazy.
See, like they're starting to develop testosterone now. They sons, because it was actually a study that these young men now, their testosterone is so low now.
Yeah.
These types, they testosterone is low, and what's that called? That's when you're masculine and when you vibrant, you have a lot of testosterone in you. But now they're very low. So what are they? That's because they come more feminine.
Bro, look, I go to the gym. Them niggas been in, and the thing is, you think this nigga got muscles? No. With all that muscle, you would think them niggas are feminine.
Right.
And they all, I prove it, man, come on, dude. I go to the gym, I work out. I'm into exercising. I don't touch weights. I don't do weights. If anything, I'll do some calisthenics. Weights, I don't touch weights. All those niggas, they been there lifting weights. Big Shirley be in the gym too. On the goddamn machine, fed as big as you want to be. And In the gym, you want to find me on the treadmills.
Big Shirley.
I'm just cardio guy. And you'll see a Big Shirley in the gym on the machine. You know, I'm like, you fat fucking bitch. They're not trying to lose no weight.
No.
They like that shit. They just there to try to snag niggas. And guess what? Niggas will go fuck with them. I'm just laying back off you, my brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why should they have to lose weight? Why you gotta lose weight? Niggas is fucking with you.
Yep.
Well, not the men you really want though.
No.
See, because there's levels. Excuse me. There's levels to this shit. On all levels.
True.
On the right hand side, the left hand side. There's levels to this shit.
Right.
I know y'all get tired of hearing Kevin Samuels said it.
Yep.
Big Shirley, yeah, niggas fuck with you, but not the niggas that they really want. They're Big Shirley, like the niggas that's fucking Big Shirley take them because it's better than nothing. Because Big Shirley greedy.
Right.
They ain't gonna be lonely. Who fucks with Big Shirley? Who? Come on. If you brothers listen to me on my videos, Pookie and Ray Ray,
Right.
which was born of Big Shirley. Kevin Samuels told them, while he was alive, he told Big Shirley, he said, yeah, y'all got guys that will fuck you. I'm being more raw than he was. He used the word sex, but I'm just being raw. If you're 400 pounds, if you're 300 pounds, yes, there's always some greedy, desperate, low-life, loser, wordo, GMO baby, Pookie and Ray Rays that will have sex with you. And you got wordo niggas or even certain wordo Edomites. It's like a fetish thing. I like that Shirley. People got demons on them.
Right.
People got demons on them. There's a fetish. Like we all have certain fetishes as far as when it comes to women. Like me, it's a fetish, but that's really normal. But I like heels. I like women that wear sexy, feminine women.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have sex with a woman like that, they'll keep their heels on. That's a fetish, but there's nothing wrong with that, right? If you got a woman that look like Eva Mendes in the bed with you, I don't know if y'all know that, right? You got an Eva Mendes in the bed with you, and she like, nah, baby, you put them heels on. And women know that. That's sexy. That's feminine. That's like a fetish, but that's okay. Some men, I think, it's like, whatever, but I like that. I like women, but there's nothing wrong with that. Right? When you deal with a prostitute, when you go to the strip club, yeah, I said the strip club. You homos, when you go to the titty bar, what are they wearing?
Yeah.
They got the heels on, that's a fetish. Men like that. But when you go to a titty, I've never been to a titty bar where it's Big shirt. Well, no, there'll be some with, that's weirdo, low-life titty bars.
You got a particular day that they go like two.
Down south somewhere.
Wednesday.
Free wins on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about a real upscale titty bar. Big Shirley ain't gonna be in there dancing. She don't get hired.
Criteria, first of all.
What you say for name? What is that? Win Wednesday?
Yeah.
Winter wins Wednesday. They're gonna be in the backwoods of South Carolina somewhere. One of them low-life titty bars. The only place I can think of South Carolina. I'm gonna be somewhere in Mississippi. I'm sorry for you brothers that live in them areas, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The backwoods of, or maybe certain parts of Texas. Y'all know the spots. Certain low-life backwoods parts of the South. But I'm sorry, you niggas, I'm from the South too, nigga. I'm from the South. I'm from Florida. But you niggas from the South are a disgrace.
Right.
I'm sorry, man. That's the truth. Apostle to Harvest. Apostle to Harvest really like niggas in the South. Yo, if you niggas in the South, y'all just, man. And I'm from the South, nigga, too. I lived in New York all them years. That's how I picked up that New York vibe. But I'm from the South, nigga. I'm from Florida. I'm from the deep South. But I understand. I get it. I get it, though, man. Because y'all niggas, man, you a disgrace to the rest of us.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
And that's right, because like you mentioned, Kevin saying, you had these women that be all into their pride, and they get built up. They have the men that like say have sex with them, but then they'll get on Kevin saying, I want a man that makes $100,000 a year, 6'4", chiseled, but yet it's you 300 pounds. All right,
Ain't that a bitch?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that a
Yeah,
bitch?
5'5".
6 figures.
Yeah, looking like the Michelin Man.
You can't have no apartment. You gotta have your own house, and you look like the Michelin Man.
And she looked like a 6 figure.
But that's why the motherfuckers are dying alone.
That's
Because it's delusion. Delusion is a motherfucker, but you walk. It's like a part. It's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. Like Apollo Creed said, you can do that. You can be in your delusional world, but then you know what? That kind of thing they don't get. They're alone.
Right.
Beautiful.
And miserable and lonely. That's why the women around, like Kevin Samuels told them, he said, you young sisters, don't listen to Auntie Shirley, don't listen to Auntie Boo Boo and all Auntie so and so and all of them, unless you're willing to die with them and move in and live with them. If you really want to be a productive young lady and have a life ahead of you and have a family and get away from Auntie Betty, Aunt Emma, Aunt Betsy, you get away from them old big as they want, them big, huge. Get away from them motherfuckers. Auntie Betsy, Aunt Emma, Aunt Shirley, okay, Aunt JoJo, get away from the hoes. Yeah, Auntie so and so and so and so and so and so and Grandma so and so. All of them shaped like the Michelin Man. And guess what? They all single.
And they all died alone, half of them.
And they all, of course, they die alone.
Yep.
Why? Aunt Betsy, I wanted a nigga that was making sure that man never comes.
Right.
Why? Because Aunt Betsy, you've been weighing 400 pounds since 1981. Fuck that, you got a set. That's a y'all, dude. Tell me that's not a demon.
It is. It is.
You could come up here looking like Lizzo, thinking that a dude with money, a high value man is gonna choose on you. Tell me that's not that, but that's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He put a curse on him. The Lord did that. The Lord cursed him. He cursed him to that. You understand? That's their lot.
That's right.
You understand?
Right.
Whatever you go through, that's your lot to deal with, whether in wickedness or righteousness.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Me and the brother that I was down in Austin with, he was going into that. That's your lot. You dig? Yeah, go on.
Hey, I just want to say what you're saying is very true too, 100%. Because when a woman gets like financial stability and she becomes rich and wealthy, she still can't have enough. That means that she's cursed with the entitlement to always want more and never be satisfied, even with her man. If a man doing everything in the household, like taking care of the kids, paying the bills, paying the rent, she's still gonna do what? Commit adultery, because she been cursed to never be satisfied. Like always want more,
An
more, more.
insatiable appetite.
Yeah.
Right. But that's why them women, those are the women that was called on Kevin Samuel's show.
Right.
They had demons on them. They would never be satisfied. And you know what? He knew it.
Yeah.
Or it got to a point where he didn't know, like, you ain't no helping you hoes. And killed them.
That's right.
Ain't no helping you hoes. Hey, Andrew Tate knows. That's why Andrew Tate is just raw.
That's right.
Real talk, Andrew Tate is way more raw than they talk about Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was actually nice. Kevin Samuels was really trying to help. He was trying to help the black woman. You know, I mean, he knew it. It got to a point where I think Kevin Samuels even knew it, but Kevin Samuels was really a nice guy.
That's right.
He was really trying to help the black. He was actually trying to save the black woman. He was sincere. He was really trying to help them. He was trying to help Big Shirley. But they sent him to hell.
Yep. Right.
Andrew Tate, that's why they were trying to lock him up.
That's
Andrew
right.
Tate is just on some other, he on a higher level than Kevin. Kevin, fuck you. Andrew Tate is just on some shit like, I'm just trying to put you men on game.
Yep. Yep.
Fuck these hoes. Get yours and survive. That's Andrew Tate.
That's right. That's my guy there. Yep.
It's Sirach chapter 9 and 2 in the GNT. Do not surrender your dignity to any woman.
Go on, brother.
I'm gonna read again. Sirach 9
You
and
break
2.
it down.
God,
Your scripture, you read it and break it down.
God says, do not surrender your dignity to any woman. Because in times past, we all did, you know,
Of course,
before we came
come.
to this truth. But now
I know I have.
God.
I'm not afraid to admit that.
Yeah, I had the nose wide open for a bitch at one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't do that shit.
But now,
Okay. Go ahead.
God. But now the Lord, you know, giving us this truth. And now, while we have this truth, he's also showing us the filth and the hiddenness of these women. That's why, like, bro, the spotlight is under the skirts of these women, man. The Lord has lifted up the skirts upon, you know, the women of our nation. Well, really, not just our nation, but all these women of all these nations, but especially the Israelite women, man. You see? And so now the Lord is showing us, like, bro, we ain't missing out on nothing, man. Because we've never experienced a real wife.
God.
These bro, this is mock simulations, man.
God
Like, bro,
damn.
these not our real women, bro.
Wow.
You know, somebody said it. It's just your time to hit. That's it.
It's your time.
She's not, you're not her first man, and you're also not gonna be her last man. That's a tough pill to swallow. It hurts.
I love what you said. We ain't missing, because we said these niggas in the world, they getting all the bit. Good. That's their curse too. So you know what? We ain't getting all the pussy. That's fine. Whatever little pussy we get, cool. That's just the Lord throwing us little goldfish. No, I like to eat them shits. Goldfish, no snack crackers. Yeah, goldfish, no goldfish.
Right.
You know, people usually, but I like to eat them shit. I buy them. Goldfish, no little snack crackers. Like that. That's the perfect little snack. No little bag, goldfish, little cheddar crackers that shape like fish. There's something to kind of like a little snack in your mouth. Goldfish. That's it. The Lord throw us little goldfish, some pussy, a couple of bitches we can fuck with here and there, and die. Or we can go buy it. We can go to the titty bar, freak off with them hoes. That's more fun. That relationship shit is bullshit.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Jake, hey, y'all do what y'all do. Y'all, for you brothers out there that want to try to still think you in a relationship.
He had to laugh himself. I know, cuz.
A relationship.
You bitch take shit like me.
Okay, well, I'm here, but I'm not gonna knock you brothers. Like, I'm just keeping it real, man. I'm on some real shit now. All you brothers in GMS, like y'all think y'all my woman, I got my woman. That's your okay. All right, hey, brother. All right, brother. Con.
Right.
All right, bro. No. But it's spiritual. The Lord got y'all in that situation for the moment, just blessing you with a little pussy and whatever. The chick is being cool with you for the moment, but eventually it's gonna go sour.
That's right.
I got some.
It's a relationship. You brothers think y'all in relationships. I want a relationship. They telling y'all that shit. And y'all believe it.
Right. This is Sirach 25, verse 25. It says, "Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad." And what is it? Liberty to gad abroad. And this society in this world has gave women liberty. That's all. They got more liberty definitely than men in here in Esau's world, and they can gad abroad. I used to work with plenty of women, and a lot of women. And listen, when they got freedom to gad abroad, no matter who they're with, they'll call their husband. I mentioned this and that. So they get off the phone, they're up there trying to leave work to go with this dude somewhere. You know, this is the way of the world, because this is showing the wickedness of a woman. A woman needs instructions. Bob Charlie, Mama jumped down to Sirach 26 and verse 12.
And they want you to take them serious.
Mm-hmm.
A woman wants you to take her serious.
Right.
You don't take no goddamn. You don't take no fucking woman serious.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is real life shit that we giving you brothers.
Right.
And primarily, I don't give a fuck about you other niggas outside of GMS. This for I only care about GMS brothers, really.
Yep.
For real, man. If you within the family of Great Millstone, I care about you. This is why this type of information is coming out. You other niggas, if you ain't down with the family, fuck you. Let the Big Shirley get you and now everybody.
That's right. Sirach 26 and 14, it says, "A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed."
And I want to know why I say what I say, because you brothers in Great Millstone, I only care about brothers that's under my jurisdiction. Okay, you brothers are under my jurisdiction, so it's my job that's my fucking job. Okay, no man, listen. I mean, it's funny and everything, but it's really not funny. But this is for real, man. I be thinking every day, all day, bro. I be pondering. When you've been in this truth for a certain amount of time and you on a certain level, every day I talk to myself in the spirit. I talk to the Most High, Yahweh Shai, every day. Yeah, I wake up in the middle of the night. I talk to the spirits. I talk, man. I be trying to school brothers, man. I want to enlighten brothers, man. For real, this is not a joke. This is for real. What the fuck y'all think we just up here for, man? You understand what I'm saying? The apostles and the elders, what the fuck y'all think? We just figure it? No, man. We for real about this shit. Okay, we ain't nating them guys, man. Us, we for real. We really care, man. You know, we really fucking got love for you brothers, man. Because we believe in Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. So we really trying to safeguard you brothers, man. We trying to help y'all, man. You know? But we can only do with the Lord, but we can only do so much. Y'all got to pick up the mantle and run with it, man. You know? We can't wipe y'all asses for y'all. We can't hold y'all dick while y'all pee. You dig? You understand where I'm coming from?
Absolutely.
Go on, man.
This is Sirach chapter 34 and verse 16. It says, "He that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds. The prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds, until it come nigh, he will not be comforted. and will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment. And what the apostle is saying, man, he's saying that, brothers in this great millstone ministry and family, that the apostles care about brothers who preaching the correct doctrine, man, that the apostles put out. So, hey, if you're doing that, the Lord, he recognizes that. And your prayers are being answered in the heavens. You see, when you pray for the apostles, when you pray for brothers, okay, all of that is reaching the clouds, man. And the Lord, he's coming, like it's speeding up the return of our Savior faster and faster, man. But that's only for the family of Great Millstone, man. From what the apostles is saying, or what the apostle Ricard is saying. You see?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 8, and verse 8 in the GNT. It says, do not disregard what the wise have said. Study their proverbs. From them you can learn to be cultured and to serve great men. Now, when you go into that word cultured, etymology of that word, it says cultivated. It says developed under control, natural conditions, refined. It says improved by exposure to intellectual culture. So refined. See, brothers are being refined by the example, the knowledge that, the apostles are spitting, man. Like telling them about, women and stuff like that. That's something you should take heed to, because these men have been through it. These men been in the truth longer we've been than some of us been on the earth, man. You see, so they done already been through everything, So that's why when the elders are speaking, man, it's important for you to shut up and listen, man.
Right.
Okay, and take in what they're really telling you, man, because it'll cultivate you. You see, it'll refine you. You see, but when you get in, that's the adjective part. It says when you get in the noun culture, in the noun it says cultivating agriculture. It says figuratively to care. You see, because like the apostle said, he cared about brothers, man. You see, but I'm gonna continue on back in the book of Sirach, chapter 8, in verse 9 in the GNT. It says, pay attention to what old people say, for they learn from those who came before them. You can learn from them, and they can teach you how to have an answer ready when you need one. You see, that's simple, man. It's straightforward. I ain't really got to break that down. You see.
This Second Ezra chapter 8 and 12. It says, thou broughtest it up with thy righteousness. I'm starting at verse 11. That the thing which is fashioned may be nourished for a time, till thou disposest it to thy mercy. Thou broughtest it up with thy righteousness, and nurturest it in thy law, and reforms it with thy judgment. And that's what's going on, man. Like, just going back to the scripture that the brother just brought out about how this is all happening by our leaders that the Lord has set up over us, man. But ultimately the Lord he's reforming us with his judgment. Because Esau, Edom formed us with his judgment. Ever since we came out the womb, from generation to generation, while we've been in this captivity, all we've known is the ways of Babylon the Great, the way of how things get down here, right? What's deemed wrong, what's deemed righteous. But now the Lord he's reforming us, right, by his judgment. He's showing us now this is how I get down. This is what I say is nasty. This is what I say is clean. This is what I say is white. This is what I say is black. And in the process of that, because the brother had got that word cultivation, right? It says what? It said refined, right? And when you go into the process of refinement, you use what? Fire. So in the process of the Lord reforming us, hey, it's like that fire hitting our minds. It hurts. But it's got to melt off that slag and that dross in the dirty way how we used to think and what we thought was right. So this is ultimately what's going down, man. The Lord is showing us what pleases him and what displeases him. And most of the nation of Israel displeased. Man, the Lord hates more Israelites than who he loves right now, man.
Right.
That's just the God honest truth. He hates more Israelites than who he loves. And we're saying that, but he's about to show the earth that, man.
Amen. I'm sorry. And I've been on this shit for the past few years. Real talk, man. Somebody give me the etymology of the word in the blue letter. Look up the word relationship. A relationship. I want a relationship. I asked brothers all over GMS this question. And everybody, y'all all heard this, right? From a woman. I want a relationship. I want a relationship with you. Tell me y'all all haven't heard that word.
Right.
Every last one of you motherfuckers in this room, right?
Right.
Y'all, I want a relationship. A relationship. What the fuck is that? A relationship. Where's that in the scriptures? But somebody get that, man.
I didn't see the word. Oh, you found it?
If y'all can find, if the word even really exists.
It's not in
It's not in the Bible.
No, etymology. Look up in the blue letter.
Etymology.
I just went online.
I know it's not in the Bible.
Oh God.
I know it's not in the Bible. But look it up in the blue letter.
I went to the etymology. In Google the etymology, it say relationship 1640 sense of state of being related or by kindred of affinity or alliance.
Ooh. No, brother. Come on, man. Keep going. Don't worry about me.
Other alliance from relation plus ship, specifically a romantic or sexual intimacy of by 1944. It say the act of telling or relating the words. And it goes into the Latin. It's a bringing back, restoring a report, proposition from relators. So it ain't really going into.
No, but y'all break that down. Come on, man. You
No,
officers, man. Break it down.
Go back to
That's why y'all fucking officers, man.
Affinity.
Read it again and break it down now.
It says.
Let's dissect that whole shit. Come on, this is what we here to do.
It
You
says,
guys are officers in here, right? One day soon to be elders. Come on, man. I'm trying to get y'all deep, man. This is what we do.
This relationship is a sense or state of being related by kindred, affinity, or other alliance from relation plus ship.
Now stop and break it down from the top. Come on, bro. This is how I learned. You understand? I'm teaching you brothers how I came up. How me and Apostle Gabar came up. Apostle Aram Lab came up. Okay? Under Apostle Tahar, from High Priest Ariah on down to Apostle Tahar. Come on, man. Go deep. Break that shit down.
A relationship is a sense of or state of being related or kindred, affinity, or other alliance from relation plus ship.
I got something. Because it said affinity, right? Go back to where it said affinity and read a little bit more of that, because it sounds like that the woman, okay, primarily the nigga woman, when she says she want a relationship, she wants you to put her as a God in your life. And the scriptures telling you not to have any other God.
Yes, that's true too.
Shot.
You're right. I don't mean to cut you off, but go back and read that from the top.
It says,
That's etymology, man. Read it again.
It says relationship is
Come on, man. I'm trying to dig into y'all. This is how I learned. This is how me and Apostle Gabar learned, man. I'm trying to get you brothers on a fucking another level. Go ahead, man.
It says relationship is a sense or state of being related.
Being related. Stop. Let's start there. Come on, y'all. That's what y'all fucking y'all.
Like
You dudes are walking over that part, man. Come on. What's wrong with you brothers, man?
I don't know. I was getting that with
I've been a little frustrated, man. Come on. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I got something too.
Y'all missed that point? Related. You got a sister. Actual relations. That's the etymology of the fucking word. You got a sister, right? I got sisters. I can't pop my sister. That's my relations. I can't pop my mother. That's my relations. My daughter. So Esau just fucked everything up. He's the devil. So when these women, they don't even know what the fuck they're saying. Go ahead, man.
Hey, let me get this scripture right here.
Come on, brothers. Think down.
It said being related to, right? Watch this. This is Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 4. It says, say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman. So wisdom, which is the scriptures and the mindset of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that is your kinswoman, and that's your sister. Not this damn woman down here on the planet Earth, man. You see? You got it.
That's right. And like I said, it goes into related like kindred, by kindred.
Yeah.
So it's saying you basically kin. Like I said, your blood. You know, what you just mentioned, I don't know if you had it, that flesh
Well,
of my flesh, blood of my blood.
it's one dealing with Adam, you know, in Genesis, you know, when he's going into bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, you know, and then it's one dealing with, again, another one dealing with Laban. I know Laban or Laban, you know, tomato, with Jacob, man, you know, being, you know, bone, which is a kindred, man, like, you know, a family member.
Right.
It's not talking about you know, a woman, you know, just this, you know, like we, you know, doing it today in the world, you know, a so-called woman with a man, you know, and getting together and having dinner and all that, you know, they call that a relationship. No, man, it's talking about family, man, you know, so, you know.
Right. Because we go on down to say the meaning of, a meaning of a person related by blood.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it say or marriage, you know how they add it, but it say by blood. So if you are saying, like I said, this is my blood brother, my blood sister, this is our relationship. We're related. As we have shared that before. I'm related to this person. You know, so you ain't finna go marry your blood, you know, your blood relative. That's what you call them, your relative. So like you said, relationship, you're related, you know what I'm saying? And
So when a woman be saying that shit, we in this relationship, they got Satan on them.
right.
That's why you get turned off.
Mm-hmm.
That turn you off is because in your spirit, we know that's wrong. No, bitch. We ain't in no goddamn relationship. I'm a man and you a fucking goddamn woman. I'm dealing with you.
That's right.
You deal with a woman. We're not in no relationship. See?
Can I read the next verse after that one I read? Verse 5. It says, Proverbs, I'm going to read verse 4 and then read 5 again. It says, Proverbs 7:4. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger with which flattereth with her words. And that strange woman right there is talking about another doctrine. Okay, like, you know, other philosophies outside of what we worship, how about Shemi Shot. But you can also, you know, put that into the aspect of the damn woman down here, because she'll lead you into other philosophies and other
Like
guys.
Solomon.
Like Solomon, exactly. Y'all got it.
And
And the doctrine is her.
Yep.
Because y'all know these women want you to worship them. And then you confront them with, I want to like that. They do. They want you to worship them. That's why, and I said this before the camera was on to you brothers. That's why you can't live with a woman. Because you live with a woman, bro, it always goes sour. Because they want you to work that. These women want to be worshipped. That's why they needy. They want you to be, baby, licking and kissing their ass every minute. Like, let's say you in your bedroom, like, you know, you got a TV, like, you know, okay, like you in the room, you know, like you might have your TV in the bedroom, and you got the other TV. You might want to watch what you want to watch, but it's just like they can have everything. There's food in the house, they got everything, but it's you don't spend time with me. I'm like, bitch, we live together, baby. We here all the time. We lay in the bed together now. I'm just, you know, you want to watch your soap operas, but I don't want to watch that shit. I want to, like, you know, I'm out here in the living room, baby. You know, I just want to watch my wrestling and my boxing or whatever. I want to watch my Kevin Samuels, whatever. You know, baby, you know, you got everything. There's food, there's whatever, you know, drinks, everything is here. You know, baby, you sit in the bedroom, you can watch your soap operas, your novellas, your whatever. We live in this house together, but I still feel alone. I'm like, bitch, we here together. We see each other every minute. We're here.
Yeah.
No, but I still just feel alone. You know, you out here in the living room, I'm in the bedroom. I just feel alone.
You don't miss me. Why you don't miss me?
I'm like, bitch, we're gonna be in the bed together, we're gonna wake up in the bed together, but I'm like, or like, they don't understand, like, a man needs time alone. You need your time. You just, like, your baby, I just like, yo, just let me sit out here in the living room. You go in the bedroom, bitch. You can watch whatever you want. There's a TV in there, a comfortable bed, but it's not good enough. You gotta, like, they want worship. They want you to leave. But then when you're doing that, they don't want you.
Right.
That's when they're cheating on you with another dude. Because you were simp. These women got to, like Apostle Cabal said many years ago, these women got to go back into total slavery.
That's right.
Women got to go back into slavery. Women are going back into slavery. Okay?
That's right.
Oh, they're going into slavery.
That's right.
All women. The Israelite woman, the Edomite woman, they were going into slavery. The women got too much to say in this, but this is their kingdom or Esau. All up in the internet, all up on the TV, like all up on the videos, all up on the TV, dancing. It should not. It was a should not. Was right.
Yeah.
All up on the TV. If y'all tired, all up on the TV, all up on the videos, dancing. It shouldn't was in the spirit.
The word relationship, re means back, right? So it says re meaning back, the state of being related. This is a true relationship.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Back to the alliance of our kindred. This is it. Re means back. Relations mean kindred of the alliance. This is a true relationship.
That's right.
My brother. And my man was in the spirit when he said that. Come to death row. You tired of all that shit? All up on the TV, all up on the video. Right? Dancing.
Sure.
Hey, the Lord gonna put an end to this shit.
It is shit. Bro, y'all done. Point been made.
Well, with that, Lord willing, we edified. We'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rakakadash.
double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yahweh and pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom, brothers.
Hey, what do you say, Apostle? All up on the TV.
Yeah, he was in the spirit when he said that. If y'all tired of these motherfuckers, come to death row. I'm tired of seeing the same producers all up on the video, all up on the TV, dancing.
All the video.